Alright guys, what's going on? Time for some more Necro. Got another Nagel. Basically the only other upgrade we have right now. Threw some stuff on the Mercenary, nothing crazy. And of course we're waiting for our level 12 to put this bad boy on. Let's go get the Scroll of Inifus. I think that's how you say it. The one really annoying thing about... Players 8, by the way. The one really annoying thing about Necro is that when you're using summons, you gotta respawn them every time you make a new game. That's probably not gonna make for a very pleasant experience in the late game when you're just trying to do runs, which is why we'll probably not be using many summons. At least the golems you can just spawn from the ground. Really appreciate the feedback on the last video. I waited a little while to actually record this second video just because I wanted to see what you guys are thinking. And I got some really good feedback, so I appreciate it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep doing what I've been doing. Seems to be good for everybody. That's great. I love it too. We're going to take this Necro run a little bit slow. Just take it easy. And then when we're done, I'll put together like a very hard edited compilation of our journey from normal Act 1 to Hell Act 5 Veilfield. I think that's a really fun idea. So thanks a lot for that comment. And then that way we get the best of both worlds, which obviously means that I should probably do that for the Sorceress and the Paladin. So I'm going to have to edit those down and get those out to you. But right now the main priority is just getting this guy level and doing some runs in the background on the other characters, because we still need a lot of upgrades. Like, we are not, you know, we're not fully there yet, so we have a long way to go. I find it so interesting that the well replenishes your stamina, but the replenishing shrines don't. Isn't that a little bit weird? Seems weird to me. But at least the wells do it. We are actually going through this pretty well. I have to admit, I did a little bit of a test run without recording, where I ran the Necro, and I was testing out a couple like really early game builds just to see, like, is this going to be so slow that it's not even worth doing? And I found that the summons were actually just so weak, and I don't know. It doesn't feel that way this time. I think the only difference is that I was putting more points into Raise Skeleton than Skeleton Mastery. So, yeah, and hopefully what this means is that as soon as we get Skeletal Mage, which is one more level, super excited for that, the Skeletal Mastery is already giving them improved missile damage, life, and that's it. But hopefully that means that, oh, my guys are taking care of Treehead Windfist while I looked at my skills. Hopefully that means that as soon as we get them, we're just decked out and they're gonna be awesome. So this might be better for her.
I'll put that to good use.
A little bit better. We have way too many potions. I was expecting to need them, and I kind of just don't. This is kind of nice. I kind of just let my summons take care of things for me.
I'll put that to good use.
Okay, so where did these guys come from? Right here, eh? Look at this map.
This tree
That is a good map.
with inner spirits.
What's going on here? Why is this not? Yeah, it's so weird when you bind the tome portals. I wonder if I was binding it to a scroll and not my tome. Because sometimes it's like, no, you don't have any.
Oh.
Even when you do. Anyways, yeah, I was doing a small test run, and I'm just really glad to say that it seems like this is going a lot better than my test. which is awesome because I was thinking, man, you know, I really wanted to at least do some summons for the start of the run just because it's fun. I wasn't sure how effective anything else would be, like Teeth, Corpse Explosion. I know Corpse Explosion is probably really good. I don't know how good it is early on. Here we go. Ooh, okay, so we only get one, but if we move, so okay, here's the thing. We're gonna lose 2 skeletons here, and we're gonna gain 2 here. So I think it's probably a good idea to get 3 hard points, and then even maybe 1 into Golem Mastery. We get amplified damage from the wand still, and then the rest of them go into here. So we give up a little bit mastery, but that way we keep our 3 raised skeletons. We got 3 raised skeletal mages, and our golem is a little bit tankier and quicker. That's interesting. And then we just go full item. Okay. And then we gotta bind our mage. Ooh, look at them. That's so cool. I love that. Do you guys read the scroll? I never read the scroll. I just click the Cairn Stones until I get it right. I don't think I've ever looked at the scroll and been like, okay, here's the order. Too lazy.
All that's left of proud Tristram.
Alright, let's see this.
In ashes.
Nice. Yeah, okay, we're outputting the damage. So it doesn't actually say how much damage they do? Damage 21 to 22. This doesn't even say. That's interesting. Okay. Taking out Griswold at a reasonable pace. Can't be upset about this. And they're living. They're amp damaged and they're living, which is to me the biggest thing about this. It's just they're tanky. That skeleton mastery, guys. If you're gonna make a necro, don't sleep on the mastery. You can put hard points into the actual raised skeleton skills later on. See, this is still only, it's not going to give us anything more, and this is going to give more damage and health. It's just a no-brainer. And I mean, you know what? Just like in a lot of the other episodes that I've done, this is probably going to be, you know, it's not news to you guys. Oh god, what did I do? Every time I switch off, it gets rid of my skeletons. I just wanted to make room for this bow. But yeah, this stuff is probably not news to you guys. And it's news to me.
I'll put that to good use.
I just never, I never played Necromancer too much. But I mean, as a kid, I was probably playing on players 1. It's not very punishing, you know? You can basically do whatever you want. And it'll probably work, so. Nice. Sorry about my throat clearing activities. Tis the season. It's starting to get much colder up here in Canada. It's like it's nice, and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's fall, almost winter.
Hello.
Yeah, okay, we got Cain, and she's gonna give us a nice juicy ring. Okay, it's just like a miniature Nagel ring.
The order welcomes you.
That's not a bad wolf head if we were making a new druid. I love Molten Boulder. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Molten Boulder. So much fun. Alright, cool. That's actually a little bit easier than I thought it was going to be. And I'm wondering, I mean, I have to assume that amp damage is going to be better for a long time. But will lower resist be the way to go later on? I mean, surely this works with Poison Nova, so yes. But just specifically with the skeletons. Like, are the mages going to be doing more damage and the melee guys are just kind of more of a tank? Just kind of like a front line? That's the way that I see it. But that's the beauty of having the respec. available. Like, we could just test it out, and if it doesn't feel good, switch it up. But this feels really good. Like, we're still on Players 8, right? That's amazing. I wish it would tell you, like, right under the map, maybe if it would say the players count that was. But, oh, really impressed. As you can see, it's taking it a little bit slower. I got some comments on the Sorceress playthrough, you know, speeding through, rushing through. Fair enough. Teleport can be a little bit addictive. Got some comments on the Paladin. We were going a little bit quick, which, fair. And the main reason was because I felt like we were so over-leveled because of Players 8. Like, I think we hit Act 2 and I was already like level 14, and it was like, okay, that's a little bit crazy. But at the same time, maybe over-level is what we need. Or maybe that's not even over-leveled, right? So, let's take it a little bit easier on this one. And sometimes that will be out of necessity. Sometimes it'll be like, if we try to run through, we're just not going to make it, so... I'm wondering about Mercenary for this build. Might be cool to try something else out. Maybe... Geez, I don't know. Maybe like an Act 1 Mercenary with an insight in the bow, but do we need it? Maybe. I don't know how mana hungry we're going to be when we start using Poison Nova. 20 mana at level 1? Might be nice. I know there's other items as well that can give, like, auras and stuff, which will be really good if we have summons. But I'm pretty sure that most of those are going to be pretty expensive. Can we not amp this thing? And Bloodhawk Nest, immune to my curse. Maybe I'm just not hitting it. The level 2 is like such a tiny radius. But yeah, let me know if you guys have suggestions on mercenaries and rune words that we can use that would make this Necromancer pop off. I mean, maybe something from now until level 30 that might be a little bit different from 30 onwards, obviously. Look at this map. Holy, that's amazing. You know what? Let's just do it. We don't necessarily need to. Like, you know, we're not looking for early rune words or anything, but let's do it. We're almost ready to use our first, like, mini upgrade, which is the stealth. That's sweet. But yeah, I assume maybe there's, you know, one mercenary setup that might be a little bit better while we're still using a lot of summons. But to be honest with you, like, I don't even know that we're going to use less summons for a long time, just because it's fun, you know. I'm not going for like the most efficient builds in the world. Sometimes maybe I say I would like to do that, but at the end of the day, I just want to have fun here. Yeah, so it looks like we're just gonna keep maxing this, and we're just gonna be okay with having 3 and 3, just for a little bit here at least. Just stand here, let these guys do the work, take a sip of coffee. Very nice. I'd love to think that the same setup we have going on with the Sorceress, which is an Act 2 Mercenary with Prayer and a Cure Helm and an Insight. I feel like that would be really good. But, you know, it might be nice to switch it up. That's all I'm saying. Especially if we're going Poison Nova. Now, from the way that I remember Poison Nova, and this could be completely wrong, the poison can't kill. So to bring them down to 1 HP, and then you need something to kind of tick them off, or maybe not even at 1 HP, but low HP, right? So, with that said, should we be... We're going to be going into Fire Golem? Or maybe, is there something that we can put on a Mercenary that would give them, like, Holy Shock or something wild like that? And then that could take it out, or some kind of Mercenary setup that would do a AoE damage. Maybe like an Act 3 Mercenary, I don't know. Does anybody even use those? I never did. Maybe they're crazy. I would love some updates to the Mercenaries. I know a lot of people are not big on Blizzard actually continually changing things about Diablo 2 Resurrected. Fair enough. You know, if they don't do a good job, it could really hurt the game. But I like a lot of the changes they made with the release, and I think it was maybe the first patch or two where they actually made changes. But I like a lot of what they did. The new rune words are nice. The upgrades to certain mechanics are nice, like Fade giving damage reduction, and I'm pretty sure the Sorceress Hydra got buffed, because that felt wild when I used it. So I would love if they took a jab at upgrading the Mercenaries to make more of them viable. Even, like, I don't know what that means, you know, like maybe it means new rune words that are, like, tailored to Mercenaries. Or maybe it means, actually giving the Mercenaries new skills, or... I don't know. Not my job. That's their job. It would be really cool to see a system similar to old school RuneScape. If you're not aware, in old school RuneScape, which is like the 2007 version of the servers Revive, super popular these days. And the way that they work is, because they essentially revived such an old version of the game, almost anything, not everything, I don't think, but almost anything that is going to be implemented into the game, whether it's a nerf or a change or a buff or whatever, is run through a polling system where I believe it needs, I think it's 75% positive votes, so 75% yes votes, or it doesn't happen. So that they would be like, for example, they would make a poll where you log in a BattleNet and you get 1 vote per account, and it says, like, should we introduce a new Act 1 Mercenary that has Fanaticism aura built into it? And if that hits 74% yes and 26% no, it wouldn't happen. But if it hits 75 or higher, then it would. And then sometime in the future, they'd work on that and throw that in. So it's kind of cool, because then you kind of have a say, you know, as part of the community, and what you actually want. Get into the game. Okay, I mean, this is a little bit better. Actually, yeah, this is a lot better. Some health and cold res. We're not getting hit at all, so I don't really think it needs to be looked at. But yeah, okay. Keep going. That was pretty quick. Got a nice little got a Forgotten Tower quest done. And let's see. I can't actually curse this. That's a little bit annoying. It's so tanky. It's like not even really worth it to kill. Yeah, I'd also love to hear if any of you guys play RuneScape at all. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself, because when I think about putting videos on the channel, I just get so excited. Like, I'm having such a great time. You guys have been so supportive and super interactive. Like, I love reading you guys' comments. I love replying to them. A lot of fun. And I start to think, oh man, like, it would be really fun to play this game. It would be really fun to play that game. And I gotta take it easy, because I don't have all the time in the world. Even this week was a little bit low on the videos. So I'm gonna try to get more Necro videos out, but yeah, I think RuneScape is definitely up there on the list. I have a lot of fun with it. The only downside is it takes a lot of time. You know, a fresh account is a lot of fun, and you can get a lot of content pretty quickly, but it starts to slow down, and you know, some of its grinds are 20, 30, 40, 100-hour grinds. But I was thinking it'd be a really cool game to run alongside Diablo, because you could kind of AFK it, right? Like, I could be doing this while on the other monitor I'm mining away, or, you know, doing some random AFK sand games, like stuff like that. So yeah, curious to see. I know you guys play old school RuneScape, RuneScape 3. I'm actually a much bigger fan of RuneScape 3, just because it's way more AFK. And in recent years, it fit into my, well, not recent years, but when I played it, it fit into my schedule better, that I could actually AFK for like 5 to 10 minutes at a time. Old school RuneScape, I feel like the content is better and it's more rewarding, but it's a little bit less AFK, and the grinds are a little bit more tedious. But that's what makes it rewarding. For now, though, I am playing Diablo 4 Vessel of Hatred on the side, doing a full playthrough of that. I'm going to be posting the videos, and then actually it's funny that I didn't really think about doing a kind of a summary video for the D2 runs, because that's exactly what my plan is with the D4 stuff. It's just kind of playing through it, enjoying the story, getting into the end game, grinding out a couple hours, and then making kind of like a long form 30 or 40 minute video where I go over the ins and outs of the game. And I hope it'll be informative to you guys, because I know a lot of D2 players, and I've said this before, I know, but a lot of D2 players are not too fond of Diablo 4. Fair enough. But I wanted to see what the expansion was all about. We're level 15 already, and we're not even past the Smith, guys. That's crazy. We got Ooze Wolf taking out our mages. See, when we don't have our main skeletons up, the mages do not have nearly as much defensive capabilities here. That's fine though. As long as we have bodies, I don't mind reviving. Come on, guys. These guys are tanky, tanky, tanky. Alright. Oh, lots of champion packs in here. Let's go. I love that. Look at that. We got a cold one. That's so useful. I wish it was like I don't know. Obviously, I mean, if you cast like Blizzard or something, that'd be kind of nuts. But I just wish it wasn't single target. Maybe once we have like 10 plus mages on our side, it'll be a little bit more impactful. It's still really nice to have one hold guy though. I suppose when we don't have too many mages, it might be worth my time to actually kind of keep spawning them until we get what we want, but I'm not really too bothered. Nice. It's not super fast, but honestly, it's fun. It's straightforward, very relaxed gameplay. Makes it easy for me to share my thoughts with you guys, because I don't have to pay too close attention to what's going on here. Oh, here's the Smith. Okay, do we want to go in, or do we want to have them funnel through the... I think if we funnel them through here, it should be... see, but now they're not actually doing anything. Okay, come in here, guys. Can I get them to, like... glitch over here? Oh, my golem's dead this whole time. I didn't even notice. Smith does not stand a chance. We still have all of our in-view quests, by the way. So with this one, we now have 7. I haven't found a single diadem, which is what I was waiting for to actually use at least one. Oh! No way! Our first unique. The Hand of Brock. I mean, you know what? We're not even using gloves, so we take those. It's not great for us, but that's a nice little level 5 glove, and it's going to definitely be a Holy Grail item. Gotta love that. We have 50% MF, and it is paying off. Sweet. Cool. I'd really love a Lenimo. I mean, honestly, it'd be pretty good to use, but it's also just one of those items that is a little bit harder to find in health. So it'd be pretty sweet to find on one of our walkthroughs through normal. It's such a weird little, like, room right here. In the middle of a bigger room. Interesting. Yeah, I gotta keep an eye on that. I can't believe I didn't even notice.
The slow torture of caged starvation.
I didn't even notice the golem was dead. Poor guy. Just wants to come out and play. Can't wait to get some items with like plus to all skills on this character. Have the curses be a little bit more ambitious. Nice. Okay, we're level 17, so we're gonna have access to Blood Golem soon. Do we want that? Not really. We'll have access to Bone Spear, Life Tap. I think Iron Maiden is probably really good too, right? Yeah. If you guys have made it this far, let me know. Are there some skills that I should be focusing on when we hit level 18 and even 24? Like, Summon Resist is definitely going to get a point, but yeah, I'm just not too sure. It's like at what point do I use the points to get other skills? Because, I don't know, this feels really good so far. We're basically just doing like the same skill. Sometimes it'd be like that. Oh, not that way. Look at that going. We can see his booty. You see his booty. You couldn't see that. Oh, you could have caught. Yeah, you kind of could see his booty before. Never noticed that. This is why we play this game, boys. Alright, so I think having Ellie is pretty good. I think she's doing a decent amount of damage. 8 to 22. It's nothing phenomenal, but let's see. Oh, she just leveled. Oh, you know what? Each of these is doing 31 to 32. Maybe it's not that much. She is casting Inner Sight though. That's got to be something, right? Or does it not stack with the amp damage? Because the amp damage... Maybe it does. I'd like to believe that it does, and she's providing value to the team. Okay, everybody on the team is valued. Gargoyle traps. That's another one that's just... It's so tanky, you know? And it feels bad to kill it most of the time. Yeah, here's the waypoint. Alright, perfect. I think this is a good stopping point. We know exactly where we're going. Yeah, awesome. So, a little bit of a longer episode, but like I said, I was going to take it easy, and yeah. It looks like it's going to take 3 episodes to get through Act 1, but it is what it is. If you made it this far, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.